good evening, and welcome to Tea Time.
Welcome to Tea Time. That's right, it's Monday night. It is June 16th. I'm going to talk about my weekend and get to my in-studio guest real quick. Friday night, I just stayed home. Actually, Thursday and Friday, I had a problem with my neck. I have 3 herniated discs, and my neck was not cooperating for 2 days, and I was hooked up to a TENS machine. But it was okay, because Friday I was studying my lines for Saturday. And Saturday, which we're going to go to pick A, please. Saturday, I filmed, there he is, George Massimillo. We filmed in Deer Park, a movie called The Exchange. I play the mom. So thank you, George Massimillo, for that. I appreciate it. We had a great time in Deer Park. Yes, we did. Fabulous Sarah gets near my boobs every week, and I love every second of it. Thank you. Okay. And then Sunday, yesterday was Father's Day. So let's put up a pic of my dad. Yeah, there he is. Salvatore Canestresi, better known as Sam, my dad. So thank you. So I just hope that everyone had a great Father's Day. Fathers, stepfathers, grandfathers, godfathers. Hope you all had a good day. Okay. Also want to say Murdered by the Mob. MurderedByTheMob.com. If you haven't seen it yet, there I am as Bunny. Come see it. It's like going to an Italian wedding. Someone gets whacked and you figure it out. You eat, you sing, you dance, you drink. It's so much fun. Just go to MurderedByTheMob.com and see when our next shows are, because I have no idea. All right, so let me get to my in-studio guest, because I'm so excited she's here. Okay, I've known this woman for years now, and I've been telling her, you got to do my show, you got to do my show. You see, things work out. They all work out the way it's supposed to work out. She's a producer, she's a writer, she's also a talk show host, and she is an award-winning poet. Kate Fox is in the house.
Hello.
Hi.
Thank you for having me tonight.
I'm so excited to be here.
We already did the show.
Yeah,
it is the Fox House. We did the show earlier. This is just gravy.
We did. Oh my God. All we needed was we went out to eat, and all you needed was to set up a camera on a tripod. Because, girl, we got war stories. We're talking about surgeries. We're talking about men. It just went on and on and on. It's like, wait, I could one-up you. Wait a second. Wait, I got that beat. Wait, how many surgeries?
I'm not sure who won. Is it a tie?
It's a tie. I think it's a tie. Yeah, I think so. But I'm not. Listen, we're not competing when it comes to
there's
our health. We're just above ground, and we're happy about
Amen.
it.
Amen.
So listen, I want to get to know you for the people who don't, and they should. But you're originally from Mahopac.
I am from. Actually, I was born in Ohio.
Were you?
I don't know if I told you that part.
No.
But I grew up in Mahopac from 12 years old on. 12 to 18. I lived in Mahopac.
You went. Well, you were really cute. Let's put up pic C, please, because you were adorable. Because I have my own little Easter picture that I put up every year.
That's one of my favorite pictures.
And my Easter picture is my favorite picture too. How cute is that with the bonnet and everything? I have to show you mine. It looks the same.
Well, we used to wear Easter bonnets in the old days.
Yes, and gloves.
Yes.
And a little pocketbook.
Yes, always.
Our mothers just they knew how to dress us back
We
then.
didn't dress in jeans.
No, never, never. But you were freaking adorable. You went to Mahopac High School?
Yes.
Is that where you went?
Yes.
And we could put up pic D, please. Let's from 1985.
Oh, boy.
Let's put up that prom pic, shall we?
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
Senior prom.
Woohoo! Now, was that a perm? Because I had a perm when I
Oh,
graduated
absolutely.
high school.
Poker straight. This is the biggest my hair is going to be, naturally.
The gloves. I'm loving the gloves.
Well, you had to. I fancied myself,
Oh, my God.
I was into, Billie Holiday.
Yes.
And the old
The
movie
singers.
stars and
Yeah,
the
me
classics.
too.
And so, the gloves and
Yeah.
everything else.
Lena Horne. And,
yeah.
Lovely, lovely. All right, so in high school,
Yes.
okay, did you were involved in school plays at all? I know you grew up singing. You loved to sing.
Yes, absolutely. I grew up singing, and it's funny because my biological father used to tell me, "Oh, you can't sing.
Really?
Oh, you can't sing.
Huh.
Oh, you can't sing." And finally one day I started belting something out, and he looked at me and said, "Oh, you can." And I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
So I did a little bit in high school.
Yeah.
But I was also involved in a regional theater, which sadly the Playhouse is gone now, the Farm Playhouse of Mahopac.
Yeah.
And that's actually where the Love Canal scene was shot for Tootsie.
Really?
Yes. And it was this old farmhouse, and it had been converted into a theater, and that's where I worked. That was my job. That's where I performed. So I only did one or two
speaking about
productions in high school.
Let's put up. Well, let's see.
Oh.
Well, you did go to Mercy College. You studied English language there.
Yes.
And then you decided to go study acting at Nassau.
Yes, I moved to Long Island when I was 18.
Well, let's put a pic E because we all have a black and white headshot.
That's when I moved into Manhattan.
Yes. You look like a Manhattanite there.
I was living in Manhattan.
You do. Wow.
That was a good time.
Love it. You've got those Betty Davis eyes, man. They're like nice and big. They really are beautiful. All right, so listen. So we're going to put a pic F because back in 1983, you did Mac and Mabel. And there you are in the tub. You're in the tub.
Yes, that was Pleasantville Music Theater.
Yeah, look at you.
That was a good time. That was when I was doing a lot of community theater there.
Yes, you did. And then the next pic G, please. That was The Fisherman and His Wife.
Yes, that was at the Playhouse in Mahopac.
Right. And then pic H, you did Guys and Dolls, and you played Sarah Brown.
I did indeed.
And you could go to the next one too, because then the next one you are the bride. The Beautiful Bride. I love Guys and Dolls. Great show.
What a great show. What a great show.
And then while we're there, let's go to J, because you did When You're Coming Back Rider.
When You're Coming Back, Red Rider.
Red Rider.
That's actually, and that's funny because there's no picture. Jim Brewer was in that production as well.
Well, he was in another pic. I didn't pull it. But you know what? Let's put up pic L while we're there, because we got a pic of you and Jim.
Yes, that we met at the Paramount years and years later.
And you said, hey, do you remember?
He did. We had emailed a little bit, and then I had a crazy friend with me.
Yeah.
And we went backstage. He was expecting me, and we're talking, and the friend started talking to him, and you could tell, I was like, come on, man. And finally Jim was like, oh, let's take a picture. Oh, I gotta go. And he looks at me, and Jim Brewer, if you ever see this.
Jim will see this.
I knew what you were doing. He looks at me. He knew who I was. He goes, oh, I thought you were my cousin, Kate. I gotta go.
Really?
It was wild. But I knew he was starting to get uncomfortable.
Right. I get it.
And, like I said, we were talking beforehand. We had emailed back and forth.
But the friend ruined it.
Yeah.
Friend ruined it.
Yeah, and I didn't blame him. He was like, all right, I want these people out of here.
Let's go to pic K, please, if we can. Pic K was this
Sweet and Lowdown. Sweet and Lowdown. Sean Penn, Woody Allen, filmed on the Rye Boardwalk. That was vintage silk.
Thank you.
And it was freezing cold. I had to go to this great
Yeah.
costume warehouse in Manhattan
Really?
where they had all the vintage stuff,
Nice.
except that costume was so thin, it ripped. It
Oh,
was
it
old silk. It was
did.
how many?
Oh,
it was
yeah, no,
so
yeah.
many. So I actually missed some of my scenes
Yeah.
because they had nothing else to put me in.
Right,
But I
right.
had these great pin curls,
Yeah.
and it was great.
You also did The Glass Menagerie.
Yes, I
In
did.
'87. And then tell me about this indie film you did.
Oh, I did. It was an indie film with Tori Spelling.
Yes.
Christian Campbell, who's Nev Campbell's brother.
Yeah.
Neve? I don't know how to say it right. And it was filmed down in the village in this school, the middle of the summer, no air conditioning. And it was called, oh my God, Trick.
Trick. Okay.
Sorry, Trick. And it was a gay romance.
Okay.
And it was, I did 2 days on set, and let me tell you, I don't care. I never met Tori Spelling before.
Okay.
Only in that venue.
Yeah.
That girl worked her tail off. So whatever you see, like in the papers and the tabloids, whatever. And listen, we all have stuff that can go in tabloids.
This
trust
is
me.
true. Yeah.
But this girl came in. She worked her tail off. Not a complaint, nothing. Miss Tori Spelling.
Yeah.
She worked her butt off.
Yeah.
So anytime I hear people talking bad about her, or
Right,
I'm
right.
like, nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Can't
Not
say.
unless you met her. People come to conclusions about people all the time, but unless you really met them, spent time with them, you don't know them.
Correct. And you
don't.
have to see them in specific circumstances.
Yeah.
Because everybody can be, number one, good
Right.
in some circumstances,
Right.
and everyone can be an
Yeah.
absolute monster
Absolutely.
in some circumstances.
This
So you
is
got to get the
very,
right feel.
Very, very true. So after that, you got a real job, so to speak, because you got to pay bills, and then
Yes.
you got married. You had a couple of kids.
I did.
So it's like like the real world, like myself. When I had my daughter, I stopped doing stand up, and then when she got old enough, then I returned to whatever. But you talk about your kids. Your kids are so talented. Okay,
They
you have
are.
a boy and a girl. Your daughter sings. Your son sings and acts. I mean, they are so talented. And I think your daughter plays the violin and piano.
My daughter plays the piano, viola, sometimes guitar, but not really.
Yeah.
And she sings opera.
Yes.
So yeah, she's a multi-instrumentalist.
And your son is into the also musical theater.
Musical theater, and he
Yes.
sings. He does
And he's-
not like to play instruments.
No. But he was in The Wizard of Oz.
Yes.
And he did.
He did Mary Poppins.
Mary
He was Bert the
Poppins.
Chimney Sweep.
Yeah.
Stole the show.
Yeah.
Stole the show. This kid, I sat there
Proud
watching
mama.
him. I got to tell you though, because I'm really hard on them.
Yeah.
Like they'll do a phenomenal performance, and I'll see one hair out of place, and I'll be like, "Oh my God, you did a great job!" But listen, and they know it. And
Yeah.
I sat down and watched this kid in Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
And he was there. He was present.
Right.
He owned the stage. And I'm
Yeah.
sitting here going, when did this happen?
Yeah.
And I'm waiting for something to pick apart.
Right.
That's my
Yeah.
job.
Yeah.
I want to be proud, but it's my job to say, I heard that one word you said wrong and I didn't like it.
Right.
And I couldn't pick anything apart.
Yeah.
That was my moment for
Right.
him where I was like, oh, this is really okay.
Yeah.
He's got it.
Well, your mom didn't sing, but she played the accordion.
Yeah.
You said, yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
again, musical family.
Yeah.
And this is what they want to pursue.
Yes, both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to go to, he's a junior in high school, and now he says, well, I want to study. I'm like, do you want to study musical theater? I'm thinking of opera too.
Really?
Yeah. So, all right.
All right. Well, you know what? You could dabble in it.
Yeah.
It's something that you could have in your back pocket.
Absolutely. And
You know?
listen, I get to live through them.
Yeah.
I get to live through them.
Yeah,
So,
no, I get it. I get it.
we get to live vicariously through our children as
Right.
they grow.
Yeah.
So things we miss or things we missed out on, we get to do through them.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's so true. My daughter doesn't sing or act, but she takes after my sister in the sense of an artist. My sister and my daughter can draw and paint, and I can't draw a stick figure.
Aren't you jealous? It makes me crazy.
I know, I can't. It's a God-given talent.
Yes.
And I didn't get that. I got other talents.
Right, but
So I'm okay with it. But
it's not the visual arts. It's
well,
the
yeah. On that note, let's take my first break. And when we come back, don't go away, because there's so much more to talk about with Kate Fox after this.
Well, hi there, Theresa. It's John York from General Hospital. I am just checking in because apparently you have a great talk show called Tea Time on Strong Island TV. I want you to have continued great success and have a lot of fun. It sounds like you're having a lot of fun, and that's pretty much the key to everything, isn't it? So continued success. I'm proud of you. Have a great day, Theresa. Bye.
Why don't I say Michael? Hey everybody, welcome back to Tea Time. Yet it is Monday night. I'm with Kate Fox. She is a producer, she's a writer, she is a talk show host herself, and an award-winning poet. She's amazing. She really is. And so we're going to go to 2004.
Okay.
You said, okay, you know, kids are a little grown, they wipe their own ass. I want to pursue something now, you know, myself. And so in 2004 to actually 2015, I have like a plethora over here. You were a regular contributor to the South Bay magazine.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And let's just let everyone know that you've been writing since you're like 11 years old.
Yeah, I started when they taught in school. We had a poetry section, and I started to write it, and I fell in love with it, and I realized sounds so well. Maybe it doesn't. I think that way. That's how I write. You know, I have my own style. And while I used to do the rhymey-dimey, do-dee-dee-dee, I have my own style because I write as I'm thinking.
Yes.
And that's kind of how my poetry comes out.
Right.
You know, I edit minimally.
Because there's so many different forms of
Yes.
poetry.
Oh, yes. Listen, if you want me, I can write a villanelle. I can write a sonnet. You tell me, write this style, this form, and I'll do it. And I'll do it well.
Yeah.
But it won't be my best. If you let me write my style, which is a free verse,
Yes.
it'll be better.
Yeah. Yeah. I get it. No, I totally get it. Because, you know, we were taught the limerick, right? And then you were taught, you know,
Yes.
that the first and the third word, the first line and the third line should.
And they got the haikus and the this and the that.
Yeah.
And, you know, some of them are simple and some of them are not so simple.
Yeah.
And
do you have a favorite poet?
Oh, gosh. I love Sylvia Plath. I know. Billy Collins.
Okay.
Billy Collins, I mean, he's probably my favorite.
Okay.
He really is my favorite.
Cool. That's good to know. And then your work has also been featured in the Diversity and the Shadow shows.
Oh, yes. East End Arts Gallery. Yes.
Yeah, East End Arts Gallery, as well as their 2014 winter shows.
Oh, yes. Yes, I took first place with my poem. It was titled Night.
Nice.
And it was when they were doing multimedia. So they weren't just doing, you know, the artwork. And so I actually had my poems hung in a gallery show.
Nice. I love it.
So that was real nice.
What was your very first poem you ever wrote?
Oh gosh, it was probably for my mother.
Yeah.
It was about, because she used to eat pop. We were very poor when we lived in Ohio. She worked 3 jobs to take care of me.
Wow.
And she didn't eat a lot. I would eat with my cousins after school, and she used to eat popcorn. She used to eat popcorn a lot, and I wrote, my mom to me will always be a winner. Ugh. Something, she eats popcorn for lunch and dinner. That's all I remember of it. It was a lot longer.
Yeah.
But that's all I
was it, the
remember. Yeah,
popcorn?
that's when I used to rhyme.
Wow. 2013 was
that was a big year.
A big year for you because you were first diagnosed with breast cancer that year.
Yes.
So you are we're going to put a pick M, please, if we can. Hello? Pick M, thank you. If we can.
Let's see what it is. Let's see.
Well, pick M is actually you in the hospital.
Oh,
giving
yeah.
a thumbs up.
Now,
obviously, you've been in and out since 2013, correct?
In and out of the hospital?
Well, yeah.
In and out of surgery?
Yeah. Well, in and out. She's just been in and out.
All the time.
But wait, stay there, Bobby, because while you're there.
That was the day, that was my mastectomy, I believe, the day I
Okay.
was going for my unilateral total mastectomy.
But that year, you also started Kate's Pity Party.
Yes.
And if we could go to pick O, please, which is the first book you wrote called My Pink Ribbons. Thank you. Appreciate it. Which I have here. Kate was nice enough to bring in the book physically. There we go. And what made you decide to write this, and how scared were you when you first got your diagnosis? Because everybody knows somebody who's had some form of cancer.
Everybody knows somebody.
Yes.
I wasn't scared. I was in shock for a minute.
Yeah.
But I had gone, we had a baseline for me because my grandmother, and I don't even know what her diagnosis was. My maternal grandmother had breast cancer.
So did mine.
And it was at a point, though, where they just lopped it off.
Correct.
They didn't talk to you about this or that or the other thing.
Yep.
They lopped it off, which is funny because that's what they did. They lopped it off. But I was shocked.
Yeah.
But I sort of knew it was coming because, I went for my mammogram, and then they wanted a sonogram. And when I was in there for the sonogram, there was sort of a minute where I was like, oh no, there's too much of a pause. And it was July 1st, and it was, I think, 7:30 in the morning, and my phone rang, and it was my doctor. And you never want to get a call at home from your doctor in the morning or ever, because you know.
Right.
Listen, it's good to get the call,
right,
but you know that it's not the best news.
Right.
And so I had to sit with it for a minute.
Yeah.
But I knew I was going to be okay. So I was never really scared.
Right.
I found a doctor I trusted, which, as we talked about earlier, you have to trust your healthcare professionals. If you're not comfortable with someone, get them out.
Yeah.
Because if you don't trust the person that's helping you on your journey, and if you're not comfortable with them, you don't like them, you ain't going to get better.
Right.
So I was very lucky with that. I let go. I followed what my doctors told me. And I never in for 1 second thought I wasn't going to be okay.
Right. And you are.
And
You are.
I'm doing all right.
But since then, you really, really dove into that whole world in the sense of being very what's the word? Became an act.
You know what? I'm very
advocate.
active.
Yes.
I'm very active
Yes, that's
in
the
the
word.
community.
Thank you.
Sometimes I pull back.
You do the breast cancer walk. If we could go to pick S, please. S is in Sam. Pick S. Hello? Pick S as in Sam. Because I want people to know that you are a survivor. And I've done the breast cancer walk at Jones Beach, by the way. That's every October.
Yes, it is.
If anyone wants to do that. And N, if we want to go to N also, which I think is the Strength for Life. And this is a wonderful organization, too. That
and that's
my dear friend,
Teresa's memorial.
Doherty, yes. And that was at the beach.
Yes.
Right? That was at the beach.
That was at the park.
Oh, at the park.
It was
I
at,
went to the one at the beach.
No, I went.
Danny
That
had
was
one
the
at the
first
beach.
one. The first
Okay.
one that I went to,
went
and
to
that
the
was
one
at the
beach.
park.
So and a wonderful, wonderful organization. But
Yes.
In 2014, you received the Bard's Humanitarian Award for all the work you do.
Yeah. Well, I
Correct?
raised money for.
And you raised
yeah.
the American Cancer Society, the Cancer Can Rock, and you really emerged yourself.
Yeah.
You
well,
know,
you have
and
to.
well, because it's so supportive.
Yeah.
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 And you need that family, the people
Yes.
who have been through it, and they know what you're going through. It makes such a huge difference.
Yes. And, well, what I like to say is once you're in, you're in.
Yeah.
There ain't no getting out.
No.
You don't leave.
Yeah.
And it's not a bad thing.
Right.
And
But you're part of this tribe.
yes, and you meet sisters and brothers everywhere you go.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I was so lucky. I have to give back because
Yeah. Because you're here to do it.
I'm here to do it.
Yeah.
And I've benefited from it. You know, I've written all my life. If I wasn't diagnosed with breast cancer, I don't know if I would have published that book.
Right.
And then that book, and
Right.
then that book,
Right.
and then that book.
Right.
I don't know if I'd be sitting with you.
Yes, this is true. No,
So
it's true. It's true.
I couldn't imagine my life without it.
Right. Well, after Pink Ribbons, if we could go to Pick O, please, because that was the next book. Pick O. Hope.
I'm having fun looking at
Pick
these
O.
pictures.
Hope. Yeah, there we go. Hope. A poetry chapbook you wrote.
Yeah.
And again, with Hope We Continue. Thank you. And then after that one, she did, next one, G is Liars, Mistruths, and Perception.
That's not a cancer book,
That's
just
not
for
a
the
cancer
record.
book. Right.
That was a contest winner in my then publisher's.
And then the last one is Angels and Saints. Thank you. So four.
Yes.
Amazing. And they're all, thank you. And they're all amazing. They really are. How long did it take you to write each one? And were they a different journey for you?
When I write, I'm either writing a poem a week, a poem a month. It depends what's going on. 5 poems a day. It depends on what I'm dealing with, what I'm thinking of, what my mental capacity is. Because sometimes I just can't write. I went for a year, I couldn't write.
You get writer's block.
Yeah,
You
and
do.
it wasn't coming.
Right.
But with my Pink Ribbons, I mean, July I was diagnosed. I published it in October, I believe.
Wow.
Because I was writing, I'd be sitting in the waiting room, I was writing.
Right.
You know, I'd be listening to my kids play in the pool, I was writing. And so all of a sudden I said, wait a minute. And I counted the amount of poems I had.
How many you had?
And I said, oh, I think I have a book. So I reached out to one of my mentors who had taught a workshop that I was a part of for many years, Mindy Cronenberg.
Wow.
And she's a professor at Empire State. And she said, oh, yeah, I have a publisher you need to reach out to. Like, it was that fast.
Wow.
I sent it to them. They said, we want to work with you. I was very blessed.
Yeah.
Very
Because
blessed.
it just happened
So there's no
quickly.
time frame for how I write. I mean, I started really writing again in, I think, November. I've probably got another book.
Wow.
So and because most of them are publishable in their existing form.
Okay. Which is a beautiful thing.
It's a nice thing to feel.
Because there's just like no editing. There's no really like here it is and this is it and
Mostly,
print.
yeah. Mostly.
Yeah.
And I do tend to, especially with the cancer books, chronologically. So I didn't even have to worry about putting the work in order
Right.
because I put it as it was written, because I date everything, of course.
Yeah.
And so they sort of wrote themselves.
Tell me about the Performance Association.
The Performance Poets Association.
Yeah.
It's a group of poets on Long Island, and there are several. And performance poets, I'm like, ooh. I took a
tongue
hiatus from
twister.
poetry. I took a hiatus from poetry for a couple of years. So I'm sort of like, huh? It's a great group of people. They host readings. They do a yearly contest, which I didn't get in this year. I didn't send in.
Okay.
I went to look at the deadline. I said,
it
that
passed.
that was 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Okay. But it's a great group of people, and they're proponents of poetry here.
And then in 20, which we're going to put up Pick T.
Oh, let's
please,
see.
because in Pick T, you hosted a
My
weekly.
man, I keep hitting the mic, I'm
You hosted
sorry.
a weekly web show called Sometimes Adversity Isn't.
Yes.
Which was on thedailyblue.com. Is
Yes.
that where that was?
Yes.
And there's my good friend
Manuel,
Manny, Tugboat Manny.
Mwah,
Who got
mwah,
on the
mwah,
show.
mwah, mwah.
Love him.
Love
So
him
shout
to
out.
pieces.
Isn't he
He's
great?
the toughest interview I have ever done.
Really?
He is.
He wasn't mine.
Because you can't wrangle him in.
Oh, I can.
Okay.
He's
I
a whip.
I have sat on Eric Roberts' lap and interviewed
I know
him.
you have. I was there.
Tugboat Manny.
Yeah.
I adore him.
Yeah, I know, he's
but I
great.
was like, where you going? Where you go? And
Oh
I've
my God.
interviewed him a couple times.
Yeah.
But don't you just love watching where he's going?
Oh yeah,
and how
great.
he's living life.
He's great.
And-
He's touring with Richie Menavini. Shout out to them both. I just saw them a couple of weeks ago at the Cinema Arts Center, and Yeah, it was a great night. I love him to death. We did a private show. He and I, it was a birthday party, and it was a backyard, and I called him up, and I said, you want to do a show with me? And he's like, yeah. And he goes, I'll bring the platform. I said, okay. I said, I'll bring the mic stand, and and the mic and whatever. And we just had a blast. It was great.
How can you not?
No, he's a doll.
He really is.
He's
And
great.
clean
Comedy.
Clean comedy.
I don't curse, but I'm risque.
In my real life,
Yeah. Would you want to do stand-up?
No. This is my stand-up. You get it if you know me personally.
I know.
But I never. You know what? I don't know, because I'm comfortable being Kate Fox.
Yeah.
I love being Kate Fox.
Yeah.
So I might be able to do that. But in my personal life, I curse like a sailor. You'll notice when I'm on camera, when I'm doing an interview, when I write, I think there are maybe 10 expletives in all of the work I've written.
Okay.
It's not right. It doesn't fit. Doesn't fit.
Yeah.
For me, doesn't fit. That's Manny, he does it clean.
Yeah, no, he's
People
great.
don't realize they can do things without throwing that extra stuff in.
Absolutely. I totally agree with you 100%.
Catch me after the camera goes off, I'll be salty, but...
She'll be salty. We're going to take my next commercial break. In between, we're going to be salty. We'll be back after this. Don't go away.
How you doing? It's Sal the Voice Valentinetti. Why are you watching me? You should be watching Theresa Farrell Tea Time with Theresa Farrell. And make sure you follow Theresa on Facebook. Tea Time with Theresa Farrell. We'll see you there.
I love the way you say my name. I love. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Tea Time. Woo! Those commercial breaks go fast, don't they?
Yes, they do. They do.
Okay, so tell me about the anthologies.
Well, there were several. There were a couple of different groups on Long Island, as we had discussed.
Yeah.
And there's one that puts out probably, I want to say 1 to 3 anthologies a year, depending on what's going on.
Okay.
Consistently, always 1 or 2. But then if there's an act of nature, like a hurricane, or if there's a social event that happens that they want to get involved in to raise money, they'll put out anthologies.
Right.
And so, a lot of different people from different places submit work to them. And then generally, I always get accepted to what I submit to.
That's nice.
Just saying. And I know it's a little bit of an ego, but it's true. But so that's what they do. They do those anthologies throughout the year, and then they'll have a reading to
That's so
promote
cool. And then you also have covered events for Si Italia.
Oh, yes.
And Village Connection magazine also.
Yes.
And so we continue with you. Can we go to you, please? Because we have to talk about your show.
Oh, my show.
And gee, well, I wonder what it's called. You know what it's called? You, letter U, the Kate Fox Show.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! I'm loving the tail and the ears above the O.
I'll tell you what, a friend of mine, Regina Gelfer Graphics.
There you go.
From high school.
Oh,
From high school. I had reached out to her.
Really?
I'm like, listen, I need a logo. She did that.
Very cool.
How wicked cool is that? I was like, oh.
I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Thank
I
you.
love it, too.
So tell me how, why did you say, talk show next?
Well, I had been doing them here and there, you know, in the different, and usually someone would say, oh, do you want to do this? Oh, do you want to do that? Hey, what about this? And when I was doing, and I love it. I love talking to people.
So do I.
That's why, if you ask me to start acting again, I don't know if I would, because I love I love this.
Right.
And so when I was working with Village Connection, the show that I was working on it was going to fizzle out. And I was supposed to start doing my own show for them. And Charlie, who you know, my producer, my photographer, my special correspondent,
Listen,
Charlie Saladino.
Let's put up what we're talking about. Let's put up pick, where is he? He's
I'm very excited.
Hold on. Why? Please pick why, because he is your right-hand man.
He's my right-hand man.
He's your right hand, left hand.
He's my bestie.
He is the man.
My
soulmate. Whenever you see Kate, you see him.
It's and we shock people with how we talk to each other, or with how I talk to him. They're like, "Oh my God," and we just pee our pants laughing.
Yeah, I know.
But
I know they're a comedy team too. It is.
We swear to God, we should take it on the road.
I know.
We really do. But
I
yeah,
know.
no, we
But he's
started
great.
doing that
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
He says to me, "Why don't you just do the Kate Fox show?" And that's what we did.
Really?
That's what we did. We do it on our own.
Yeah.
You know, we walk around. I stick my phone in my back pocket because I can go anywhere with it.
Yeah.
And he complains because his shoulder starts to hurt sometimes.
Right.
But it's just simple. That's why, like, and I had told you I was going to wear one of my logo shirts today, and that's why I put on just a T-shirt with my logo, sneakers, jeans. We're comfortable, we're casual. We want you to feel good. We want you to feel at ease, and that's what we do. We're just ourselves.
Yeah. And most of the time I bump into Kate either at the Paisan Con, Soprano Con, but I've got to pick.
We do film festivals.
But let's put a pick X,
Oh,
please.
let's see.
Because pick X, I bumped into Kate at Mulcahy's.
Oh, that's right.
That was at Mulcahy's. That was a fun night. Now, Mike Del Giudice was there, and my son-in-law, the two fat guys, opened up for them. Aren't they great?
They are great.
Thank you. Thanks, Bobby. Yeah.
And we were there, Rakavaca?
That was Rakavaca. That was
sponsored
January. That was January.
Was it that long ago?
It was, it was the beginning of the year.
Wow.
And I go, Kate, that's Kate. Kate's here.
What's going on?
Yeah, I was there with my sister and
That's
my brother-in-law
right.
and my sister-in-law, my brother, and because we were all there to support Steven, my son-in-law, the two fat guys. Look them up. They're all over Long Island.
And they're fantastic.
They're all over.
Oh
yeah,
my God.
they're just two fat guys, and they one my son-in-law plays guitar and his partner sings, and they're great. They're great.
They're great.
But that was a fun night.
That was a fun night, and I forgot about Mulcahy's.
Yeah.
I forgot we had bumped into each other there. We bump into each other
We
a lot.
do. And then, like I said, we were just at Paisan Con.
That was a good time.
And then again, we were both working Deborah's festival.
Yeah, the Long Island International Film Expo.
Yeah, so we did that too.
Yeah.
And it was but it's fun. It's fun to meet people.
It really is.
You know, like you, I'm a people person. I like to hear people's stories.
Yes, because that's why we do this.
Yeah.
You know, and I find some people, that's not why they do it. And I've had to go elbow to elbow with a few. I'm not going to name names.
No, she will after the camera's
Oh,
not
you know
on.
I will. But you know where you and I've had older, more weathered people trying to elbow me out of something, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Oh, Lord, girl, you don't have to tell me names. I know who they are already.
But listen, I will respect you if you respect me. If you try and step on me for no reason,
yeah.
all bets are off.
Then the fox's claws come out.
I can be a bulldog. If I have to be, I will be, and I don't want to.
No, I don't blame you. So listen, so you became, when you started the Kate Fox show,
yes,
in 2017, you also became the owner and founder of Sly Fox Talent Management.
Yes,
okay.
I have.
So
managed.
tell me what that did, because I don't have a manager.
I'm actually, you know what? I'm actually pretty good at it.
Yeah.
I was booking gigs. I produced a
You
record album.
book a lot of musicians.
Yes. I've produced a record album.
Because I was telling you, you have your ABCs. We have the CBDs, right? We have Broadway concerts and dining out, right?
Yes.
We like to do that.
We do like to do that.
We do.
Yes. Yes.
I don't go to as many as you do, though.
You know what?
I love living through you.
I don't have empty nest syndrome, but there are times where maybe I won't have a child at home, and I'm like, what am I?
Yeah.
I don't want to. Let's just go out.
I get
it. And especially when I was having the issues with my knees and stuff, I couldn't stand to cook.
Yeah, no.
And you get tired of it sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like, all right, I'm just gonna. What do we have on here? Oh, there's an apple. That's what I'm having for dinner. because I don't want to go.
When no one else is home and you're only one person, sometimes you just don't feel like cooking.
You don't feel like cooking, and then if you cook this, you're only going to eat this, and then what do you have to do with that?
Well, you put it in the fridge for another day.
Yeah, but
you're not a leftover person.
I only for a few things. I will not eat leftover. I will not eat leftover chicken. I don't like to reheat meat.
Okay.
And so there's a lot of stuff I don't eat leftovers of.
I'm so nice. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
A pizza I'll eat for days.
Okay.
Right out of the box,
All
just
right.
to be clear.
Okay, that's good. And cold?
Semi-cold. I don't do the
Room
cold
temperature.
anymore. When I was younger, I would.
Room temperature.
Not anymore.
Okay. Can we go to pick W, please?
Oh, let's see
Because
what's coming.
You got you and my main man.
Oh, Big Daddy, Mark the Animal Mendoza.
Mendoza, who I've had on my
that's
show
a
a couple of
while
times.
ago.
And he and I have become fast friends. Well, you do Motorcycle Mayhem Radio.
I did that for a year. I did that for a year.
How much fun was that?
It was a lot of fun.
So shout out to Mark. I'll be sending him the show. Thank you. Mark and I have became very close, fast friends. Like we just hit it off.
He's a good guy. He does a
is.
lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
It's funny. I went to, not this time when you were there, but the time before I went to see our friend Billy Mira at the Polo Lounge.
Yes, and I went for the first
And
time. So shout out to Billy.
Billy,
and
we
Rob
love you,
Rush
Billy
was
Mira.
there. Rob Rush was there for
Rush.
his birthday.
Yes, that's
and
right.
Listen, that was a crazy day because I filmed in the morning in Astoria. Oh my In the afternoon, I did Murder by the Mob on a boat in the city. And then on the way home, shout out to Ralph Bracco, who Jerry Ferretti was with us, and he dropped me off at the Polo Lounge.
Oh my gosh.
So I can, and there I am
love that
in my
place.
blonde wig, because wearing that wig all day, there was no way I was taking that off because there was a lot going on underneath the wig all day.
I was so mad when I saw you there because I was gonna go and I forget what was going on.
Oh, it
and
was
I was
so
just like,
much fun, and it was the first time I
can't.
was there.
Isn't it wonderful?
It's wonderful.
I love that place.
We have to go.
Let me tell you.
have to go.
I took my mother is Billy Mira's #1 fan, literally his #1 fan.
I can imagine.
And not this last time, but the time before. I surprised her this time too, but
Yeah.
I surprised her. We had the table reserved.
Yeah.
And brought it. She didn't know where she was going, and then she walks in and she sees him, and he's like blowing her kisses. He's, hello, sweetheart. He sat down and sang to her, and she's like, she's like, I'm not gonna. He kissed me. I'm not gonna wash my face. And so this time I still
Like he was Tom Jones.
Oh, yeah, she listens to his
it's
song
sweet.
every day. Every day she listens to him.
Nice.
For years.
Yeah, yeah.
And this last time, not the time he was here, but the time before, May something,
Yeah.
I surprised her again. And
Nice.
she was just like, oh,
Well,
he
he just
actually messaged me. He
posted-
said, bring your mother. He posted his
He just
schedule.
posted
I
all
know,
his upcoming
I know.
shows.
I know.
So shout out. We'll be back. We'll be back at the Polo Lounge. But the food was
Yes.
amazing.
The food is amazing.
Service is great.
Service is perfect. Frankie, we love you, Frankie.
Yeah, he's wonderful.
Yeah.
Really. He suggested, because I said I've never been here before. What do you suggest?
He's
And
a character.
It was a chicken dish, and it was good.
Everything is delicious,
Yeah,
and
it was really good.
you should have seen him catering to my mother. It's just, it's so.
Sweet.
Oh my
Very
gosh.
sweet. It's sweet.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
makes
But
you
yeah,
feel
and when we
special.
were there though with my mom, Mark Mendoza shows up.
Yeah.
And now my mother's 85.
Yeah.
My kid's 16. So I'm like, just so you know, this is my friend Mark.
Uh-huh.
He's a rock star. You're sitting with a rock star. Oh, okay. So sweet talking to my mother,
Yeah, he's great.
talking to my kids, you
Yeah.
know, and I'm like, this is it, guys. You're welcome.
Oh my God. All right, listen, we're gonna take my last break. Don't go away, because Kate's we're gonna talk a little bit more about Kate's favorite quote, and we're gonna talk about how you can follow her, not stalk her, follow her, and what she has coming up. Yeah, with her poetry. So we'll be back after
yes.
this. Don't go away.
Doc, who's the best comedian you know?
Theresa Farrell.
And who's the best actress you know?
Theresa Farrell.
And who's the best cast member in Bad Boys?
Teresa Farrell.
Who's got the best radio?
Teresa Farrell.
Doc, Who's your favorite Jimmy?
Theresa Farrell.
Who are you loving right now?
She's a Theresa Farrell.
All right, Chuck. I love you too, baby.
Love you as always.
Thank you.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Tea Time. I'm so glad you're tuning in tonight. Please like the show, please share it. Kate Fox is in the house. She's a writer, she's a producer, she is a talk show host, and she's an award-winning poet. And we've been talking about her career and how crazy life has these ups and downs, and it's a roller coaster, and it takes you, you think you're going one way and you end up going another way, you know, but it leads you where you end up
It absolutely
supposed
does.
to be.
Absolutely. That's why you always say yes.
That's my whole thing. So 10 years ago, I had a brain tumor and changed my whole way of thinking, and I say yes to everything now because I don't know where it's going to take me,
Right.
where it's going to lead me.
Right.
And you have the same mantra.
Absolutely,
okay?
because if you don't say yes, the answer is going to be no.
Well, that's
and look what you could be missing out on.
This is true because life is so freaking short.
Yeah.
And listen, okay, so here's her quote. She's got her favorite quote. I got a reminder. Every day starts with a blank page. Only you can decide what's written.
Yes. Oh my God, I came up with that so long ago.
But
that's when
love it.
I started Kate's Pity Party. That's when I
Yeah.
started and the reason I started use that as a website is because I decided that I was going to start doing things that made me feel good.
Correct.
And so when you have a pity party, there's supposed to be something that even if it's a sad thing, it's supposed to bring you to a happy place.
Correct.
And that's where I came up with Kate's
Right.
Pity Party
I love
because
that.
that's my happy place.
And you could go to www.katespityparty.com. Okay? You could also go to Kate Fox on Facebook, and it's the Kate Fox Show on Instagram.
Yes, and I have the Kate Fox Show page on Facebook as well.
Yes, she has another page.
Oh,
as
and my
well.
pink ribbons because that's my poetry page.
Yes, and go to that too. So, what do you have coming up, my friend?
Well, I'm so excited. Besides the couple of events we have coming up in July that are, interviewee events like Eternal Con or the Long Island International Film Expo. I have on Saturday the 21st.
Okay.
From 2 to 4 p.m., I will be one of the featured readers at the Babylon Library.
Nice.
They had put out a call for submissions. I'll be selling my books. I'll be reading, and it's going to be my first poetry reading in about
4 years.
4 years.
Wow. How do you know what to pick and choose as far as what you want everyone to hear?
It's
because there's so much to choose from.
There's so much to choose from.
And is there a time? It's from 2 to 4, but how long are you actually up
10
there?
minutes. I get 10 minutes.
Okay.
So how I do it is, there are a couple poems I know get good reactions.
Okay.
Period.
They're like, they're your go-to.
They're my go-to. And there are some, what mood am I in? What do I want my
takeaway to be?
Takeaway to be. Not my topic, but what do I want to let everyone take away with them?
Right.
And it varies. There are what I'm doing now is I'm culling. I'm pulling out different things because I haven't timed my set yet.
Okay.
I'm still trying to decide. I'm throwing it around in my head.
Right.
I have my older stuff picked out.
Okay.
Now I have to go through my notebooks, which haven't even been typed up yet.
Wow.
And decide what I want to do with my newest stuff because I've written some really good stuff recently.
Yeah.
So it's
exciting.
It's very
exciting.
exciting.
So when you put everything new together, do you have a name for the new book yet?
I do not.
Okay.
I do not. What I'll probably do, it depends. Like with one of these, Angels and Saints, I had the name already picked.
Okay.
Before I wrote the book.
Right.
Liars, Mistruths, and Perception, that was a theme that became the title. My pink ribbons came from a poem, so it depends. It depends on how it flows. It depends on how I organize stuff.
Right.
And what I'm feeling.
Okay.
I don't have an idea for the title. I have an idea for what's going to be in there.
Lay it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be careful how you treat writers, whether they're poets, comedians, film writers, novelists. Be careful.
Without the written word, there's no art.
Correct.
There's no art.
Correct. But
Okay?
you will make your
There
way
is
into the work.
There is no moonstruck, right?
Snap out of it.
Thank you. That was great. That was great. Right on cue. Love it. We didn't even rehearse that.
That's right.
Okay. That
But
was
it's
good.
true. If
No,
you-
but it is true.
you make your
Without
way
the
into
written
the-
word,
yeah.
there's no art. You think about it. There's nothing.
Well, I get very upset when you have arts councils that are around and they ignore the written word sometimes, and it makes me very angry. And I'm a theater kid. You know, my kids are musicians, or my daughter's, we'll go by instrumentalists.
Right.
I support the arts, all of it, but you can't neglect the visual arts or the written word.
Correct.
When you're trying to cover. You have to include everybody.
Yeah.
We're all artists. We're all creatives.
Yes, exactly. And then I had mentioned to Kate that, and look, I'll give Bobby a shout on Friday nights here.
Yes.
In this beautiful studio, Bobby does an open mic, and people come down and they'll play an instrument and sing sometimes, or just play an instrument, or they'll do stand-up comedy. We've had an author come down and read a chapter from his book. We've had poets in the past. It's a meeting of the creative minds, so to speak, without having to schlep into Manhattan, when you have this beautiful studio here in Massapequa that everyone comes to, and they're all supportive.
Well,
and it's such a nice night to listen and watch everybody's talent.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And it's not segregated into poetry community, music community, singing. I'm making them up, but it's an artistic community, a creative community.
Yes, and that's what makes this so special here on a Friday night. Really, it does. It's nice. Do you have a favorite band of all time? Because I know you have a lot of them.
Gosh,
just thought I'd throw that at you.
That's just not fair. That's not fair. What, AC/DC, Pat Benatar, Billie Holiday, though. So you say band, but I go back. I love Patsy Cline.
Go back to soloists also. You know,
Pat Benatar. I'm trying to think. I don't love Barbra Streisand anymore. I used to.
Okay, so so Kate is a wonderful singer. But she's not thrilled about karaoke.
I used to be.
And our friend, shout out to Danny.
Danny
Darty does, it sounds like a movie, does karaoke on Wednesday nights at the Park Lounge in Kings Park. And it's 8:30 to like midnight. And I love it there. It's like Cheers. Everybody's just so welcoming and nice.
That's great.
And so one Wednesday night, Kate is going to join me.
I will observe. I will watch.
And maybe I'll get her up to do a
I'll
duet.
have a cocktail.
Or a Pat Benatar song.
I kill Pat Benatar.
You could do crazy.
I'm
Patsy Cline, you could do crazy.
That I could do.
Yeah, see, she can. She so can. All right, so listen, is there anything else you want to, for like the last minute before we say goodnight and goodbye?
I
just went fast, didn't it?
It went fast. I knew it would. I just want to say thank you for having me.
Oh, you're so welcome.
I'm so happy to be here sitting with you, and just it's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
I actually owe you the reverse, you know. So, but I appreciate being here. I appreciate you sitting down with me, and
thank you.
And you probably know this.
You know,
we don't get a chance as interviewers. We don't often get a chance to be interviewees.
It's true.
And it's so much fun.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, listen, thank you for this. And you know, my door's always
you.
open. You come back anytime you want. Catch Kate, Babylon Library.
Babylon Library this Saturday, the 21st.
From 2 to 4. Go! It's a day out. All right, listen, before we leave, we're going to put up Pick Z, please. Yeah, thank you. Pick Z. That's my aunt, my great aunt, Angie Albano. What I want to tell you about my Aunt Angie is that she was my maternal grandmother's baby sister. My mother's mother, my grandmother, was one of 12 children, and my Aunt Angie was the baby of the 12. And unfortunately, she passed away this past Friday night, and I'm dedicating my show to my Aunt Angie, who was an amazing woman. and she opened her door to my mother and I. I was filming a movie in Albany, and my aunt lives in Hudson, which isn't far. And my mom and I went up there for a weekend. We had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. My mom stayed with her and hung out with her while I was filming. And we had dinner the night before, and it was just a beautiful thing. And I just want to say that she was a big cheerleader for me. She wanted to know everything that I was doing in the entertainment industry. And yeah, so I just want to say rest in peace to my Aunt Angie. Please give Graham a big hug for me. I know you with Uncle Jimmy and your grandson and everyone up there partying and having a great time, and I love you. So listen, everybody, Bobby, thank you, Bobby, for that. I appreciate it. He's going to come back to me. And I would just want to tell everyone, I will see you next week. And remember, tell everyone you love them. Ciao. Say goodnight.
Good night.
Bye.